My topics are primarily the education world. So I'm very interested in people that are interested in transferring information. And so I have those consulting and teaching events have ranged from K through 12 to business practices for people that need to do career development. I've addressed entire faculties and faculty sessions, lots of interesting things about education. Almost always I say three things to them, though. Number one, I start with a bit of skepticism, as we were just describing. I tell them, we don't know in real terms very much about how the brain works. We don't know how you know how to pick up a glass of water and drink it, for example. We don't know how you know how to pick up a pen and write your name with it. And if we ever did figure all that stuff out, we'd win all kinds of prizes. So I start out with a little bit of skepticism to say that regardless of what you may have heard, we don't know all that much. But then I say a second of three things. We're not clueless about how the brain works. And if we were, I wouldn't have had a career these last 40 years, but we know something, for example, about its evolutionary performance envelope, the conditions under which the brain actually learns and acquires, processes information the best. Here it is. The human brain appears to have been designed to solve problems related to surviving in an outdoor setting in unstable meteorological conditions, and to do so in near constant motion. That's what it's good at. That we know is the optimum conditions under which the brain processes information of almost any stripe. So I then say to them the third thing. If that's the case, that evolutionary performance envelope is what it is, if you wanted to design a learning environment that was directly opposed to what the brain is naturally good at doing, Drew, you'd design a frickin' classroom. I teach bioengineering graduate students, and I sit there in a model in a lecture style that has not substantially changed since the 17th century, maybe even the 16th century. So I then say this, because my world, the world of the molecular neurosciences, and their world, the real world of education, don't get together very often, the best we could hope to come up with would be some research questions that we could do together if we ever were to get our expertises and pool them. And from that, we then enter into a discussion, and I give several examples, several handholds where there could be some research fruit.